This is the algo on GDX. It doesn't have a buy signal yet, but it exited its short. It was short March 18th and exited with nice profit on March 26th. It got a Walter Bressert, so it's on a green crossover on the Walter Bressert. This looks has a positive look to it. So does this item. The only thing it needs is this adaptive moving average it needs enough upward movement here to get it to start sloping to the upside, and then we'll get a buy signal. I think these last 2 days in gold miners were excellent. Up days, 2 big green candles in a row. I'm trying to look. The last time that happened was right here. So that would have been November 27 and 28, and you can see that it generally worked its way higher all the way through the end of the year. The miners did. So this I think is a kickoff to a bigger move. Here's one way to count it. WXY. Could that be the end of Black Wave 2? Well, if I were just an Elliottician, I would say yes, because it moved down correctively back to the extreme of wave 4 prior. Found support there, and now is acting bullish. So that is my alternate, though, and the reason is because of Hearst. It doesn't think that this is going to bottom until August, and so I'm thinking maybe this was an ABC for a W, ABC for X, ABC for Y, and then we're going to get an ABC for X. So if that's the case, on a daily chart, we would get a 5-wave up structure on a daily chart from the most recent low from last week's low. And then would want to tighten up those stops and not allow it to go against, because Hearst thinks there's one more move down, which would probably be wave Z of a triple zigzag. So on the daily chart, I'm not using that count. I'm using something a little different. That there's an ongoing double zigzag, A, B, C for W, A, B, C for X, A, triangle for B, C for Y. So a little different count. But if we're going to throw an alternate on it, I would put it here. Because this could be a 1 and a 2 and on up, or it could be an A and a B and a C. Either way, I don't think it's done going up. And a number of the miners moved up some fairly substantial percentages the last couple of days. So even if it gives back a little bit here, I'm not too worried about it. I think it's going to move on up. And take a look at Hearst. It's positive from April 7 all the way through May 28. So on the chance that this might have been the end of wave 2, and now we're going to get a 1, another 1, and a 2 that doesn't make a new low over here in August, I think the favored direction on the gold miners is up still. So it's, and it would need to finish a pattern, an upside pattern at the very minimum, and I don't think it's done. On the daily trend chart, this is interesting. Friday's up move in gold miners moved up enough to turn the adaptive moving average green. And so we could be within an eyelash of getting a green, what we call a buy zone box. And those have been hard to come by since August. Been very, very short-lived. The moves to the upside have been sold, but it all depends on how important that low right there was on GDX. So I think there's some more upside for several more days, and it won't move in a straight line in the gold miners. But if it can get into a position where it can produce a momentum buy signal, then that should bring in some more buyers. Yeah, I've got this kind of drawn like it like it might move up to 37-ish. 30 between 36 and 37 right here, and I want to see what form that takes. If it's an A, B, C, then that is going to work with this triangle count. Is that right? No, wait a minute. No, I think it still needs to be a 5. It still needs to be a 5 to the upside. And so this is a little deceptive. And I think that we're going to see a 5-wave up structure to above 36 in the gold miners here. And then if this triangle idea is correct, that might be the high for a while. And so I think that the thing to do would be to zoom into lower time frame charts, look for a 5, look for a Fibonacci target for the end of the 5th wave up, and then move up.